October brings a quiet kind of magic to the garden. The air is crisp, the colors fade into gold and amber, and most people believe it's time to let the earth rest. They clear the beds, stack away their tools, and wait for spring to bring life back. But that stillness hides a secret, because beneath the surface, your soil is wide awake, waiting for you to give it one last gift before winter sets in. October isn't the end of your garden story. It's the prologue to next season's success, the 1 month when your soil is most ready to receive life. What looks like silence above ground is actually a hum of unseen energy below, a world of tiny workers, microbes, fungi, and earthworms, preparing to build the foundation for next year's growth. And here's the miracle: you don't need store-bought fertilizer or complex equipment. The answer lies in a few humble ingredients you already have at home, and a willingness to pour life into the ground when most gardeners turn away. This isn't a trend. It's a time-tested ritual practiced by generations of homesteaders and old farmers who understood the rhythm of the land. They knew that the richest soil isn't built in spring, it's awakened in autumn. When the air cools but the ground still holds summer's warmth, that's when the living world beneath your feet is most active, hungry, and ready to transform. Every teaspoon of healthy soil holds billions of tiny organisms, each one with a purpose: to digest, recycle, and rebuild the nutrients that your garden depends on. This season, you can activate that invisible ecosystem with 2 simple steps. No chemicals, no fancy labels, just nature feeding itself the way it was always meant to. Step 1. The Yeast Revival Mix, a spark for the sleeping soil. The first secret is as simple as it is surprising: yeast. Yes, the same yeast used to bake bread can also awaken the life within your soil. It's a living organism, ancient, powerful, and deeply connected to nature's cycles. When added to soil, it acts like a spark, breathing life into the microscopic world that's been resting since summer. Seasoned gardeners call yeast the quiet miracle, because it doesn't force growth, it restores balance. One old grower from Kentucky once said that after using this mix every fall, his onions grew twice the size, and his soil became so fertile he stopped using chemical fertilizers altogether. Yeast feeds the life that feeds your plants. It's natural, it's affordable, and it works, not by overpowering nature, but by reawakening it. Step 2. The Autumn Mineral Booster, nourishment for the long winter. Once your soil is awake, it's time to feed it deeply. The next step is called the Autumn Mineral Booster, a nourishing blend that strengthens structure, balances pH, and prepares the soil to thrive through the cold months. In a large bucket, mix 10 liters of water, 1 teaspoon of potassium humus, 1 glass of sifted wood ash, and a small handful of compost or biohumus. Stir until the water turns dark and rich, like strong tea. Then pour it evenly across your garden beds, letting it soak slowly into the earth. The science of living soils. So why does this simple combination of yeast, ash, and compost work so beautifully? Because it imitates what nature has been doing for millennia. In the forest, no one spreads fertilizer. Leaves fall, decay, and feed the microbes that, in turn, create rich black humus, the living earth that sustains the trees above. When you pour these mixtures into your soil, you're recreating that same natural process right at home. Timing and gentle care. Apply these mixtures right after your final harvest, while the soil is still moist and before it freezes. Loosen the top layer gently, don't dig deep, just enough to help the liquid soak in. First pour the yeast mix, then follow with the mineral booster. Let the earth drink slowly, don't rush it. A secret bonus for the truly devoted: here's an extra touch for gardeners who want extraordinary results. After pouring the mixtures, feed your microbes a natural buffer. Scatter finely chopped banana peels, coffee grounds, eggshells, or old vegetable scraps across the beds. Rake them lightly into the soil's surface, and you've just created a micro-composting system right where your plants will grow next year. Through the cold months, these scraps break down slowly, releasing nutrients that feed both microbes and worms. By spring, they'll have disappeared, transformed into a dark, fragrant layer of humus. Your garden will quite literally be feasting while it sleeps. The spring reward. When the first warmth of spring returns, your patience will be rewarded. The soil will look different, darker, softer, more alive. Earthworms will greet you as you dig. The scent of living soil, That deep, forest-like aroma will tell you everything you need to know. A legacy of life over time, this ritual becomes more than just gardening. It becomes a relationship, one built on patience, care, and quiet trust. Season after season, the soil becomes richer, more resilient, more generous. Pests and diseases fade away, and your harvests become naturally abundant. Each year you repeat this process, your soil grows stronger. It's like adding to a savings account that pays back in beauty, health, and peace of mind. As one gardener said, feed the soil, and it will feed you. Closing reflection as you stand in your garden this October, watering that humble blend into the earth, take a quiet moment. Feel the weight of the can, the cool air on your face, and the ground beneath your feet, alive, responsive, waiting. You're not just feeding soil, you're participating in one of nature's oldest miracles. In spring, when your garden bursts with color and your hands sink into soft, living soil, you'll know it was worth every moment. Because what you gave the earth, it gave back tenfold, in beauty, in abundance, and in peace. So go ahead, pour life into your soil this October. Let the miracle begin underground, where no one sees but everything changes. That's the secret to a thriving garden, not in the fertilizers you buy, but in the care you give when the world seems still.